Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be, and it's finally here. We're gonna be turning up the power on my new to me Camden Procharged 1999 Mustang GT, the good old 5.4 liter 2-valve. Now, personally, I'm already very satisfied with this car performance. It is putting in some work, if I say so myself, but there's always room for improvement, and considering the fact that a couple of parts did go ahead and break, why not go ahead and upgrade? So, if you guys enjoy, make sure you drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications. I got a box full of mods that are definitely gonna be changing the way this car performs, especially at the higher RPMs. We have a new fuel system. This is gonna be a fuel system from Aeromotive. You guys can probably tell down there. We got some stickers, not a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money, but we're gonna go ahead and get this installed in the 2-valve, man. We have new fuel lines rated for E85, so we'll be good to go. The fuel lines on the car are currently bad. I'm actually gonna go ahead and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about because it's leaking gas, so that's definitely a no-go. So that's why we need to go ahead and upgrade this. But in this box here, this is just the hardware right here. So we got the hardware. I'm just gonna put this on the hood because the hood's already in bad shape, so don't really matter. Bunch of hardware. We have right here, this is going to be what it appears to be the filter. So we got the fuel filter right there. We have a new Aeromotive regulator right here, so this is gonna be pretty cool. Definitely a mandatory part for the fuel system. We have a fuel pressure regulator gauge, which honestly I definitely need this. If I can use my old regulator, which I'm pretty sure I could, a lot of these parts in this fuel system I don't necessarily need, but I'd rather just get a whole new fuel system, so either everything is new or I have replacement parts. So this is gonna go on the existing regulator if possible, for sure. More hardware. This is some more fittings right there. Right here, this is the kind of the most important part, I believe. Yep, this is gonna be the pump. So we have the eliminator pump right here. So this is gonna be the pump that we're rocking with, the eliminator pump. Again, I know it's on the hood, but this hood is trash, so we're getting a new hood soon. But we got the eliminator pump. This is gonna be good for low 800 wheel horsepower on E85, because again, you have to kind of rate the pumps for E85. If it was pump gas, it'd be over 1,000, but for E85, low 800 wheel, I don't plan on actually pushing this car past 750. 700 realistically is all I need, but this is pretty much what we're gonna be working with. Gonna get all the bad parts off this car, put all the new stuff in here. I'm taking this to a shop because this needs to be retuned, because we are gonna be turning up the RPM and in turn making 50 upwards of, I'd say 70 wheel horsepower, depending on if this head unit is up for it. We're gonna see what this little P1SE Procharger can do, if it's gonna be tapped out at 6,500. I think this thing is gonna be tapped out at like 62, but we'll probably spin it to 64, 65, just because. I'll see if we can get a little more power out of it, but in all reality, I do need to go ahead and send this head unit in, upgrade the impeller to a billet impeller that's in the D1SC, and then we can make some serious power. I'm talking maybe like 750, but again, I'll be happy with anything over 600 horsepower, 650. I don't care, because the transmission in this car is still currently stock. So in all reality, that needs to be upgraded before I really go ahead and make like 700 wheel horsepower. I mean, I trust it, but we could be back in the same spot, you know, waiting for stuff to be installed. All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. As you guys can see, the 2-valve is chopping. You guys can hear it, see it back there. We got the fuel system in the car right now. We're gonna go ahead and see what it makes with the increased RPM. It was at 5,500 RPM. It's now gonna be at 65, so it should pick up like 50, 60 horsepower. We'll see. the first couple pulls were some test pulls. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and spin it to 7K. The car has literally 0 timing in it right now. It's still on the same tune when it was going lean at like 5,500 RPM. And also, I forgot, I have the radials on the car right now, so it is gonna soak up some horsepower. It is what it is. I just want the car to run to the best of its ability. So if it makes like 20 horsepower less, it's probably because of the tires. But we're definitely gonna get some runs on the street and see how it does. So the radials are definitely soaking up some power on the dyno. Again, I don't care really what it makes in the dyno. Dyno numbers don't mean anything. I just care about how the car runs. And it looks like it's not really making much power above 6,500. I mean, it's making a little bit more power above 6,500, but me personally, I think I'm just gonna shift it at 65. That's gonna give me all the mile an hour I need. In all reality, 6K would give me all the mile an hour I need. So probably gonna leave it like that and go ahead and test the car out. It's starting to rain right now, so that kind of sucks. So definitely not gonna do it tonight, but I think definitely this weekend we'll be able to test it out. It should move a lot better than it did previously. Again, the car, when it was dyno first, had some dry rotted Nitto NT555s, not even a radial. It has the Toyo TQs on here right now, which are a very, very sticky tire. So it's definitely going ahead and soaking up some power, but I think the car is it's gonna hurt some feelings for sure. All right, let's get a cold start. Listen to how loud this fucking eliminator pump is. You guys can probably also tell different scenery. Yes, sir. Pitch black by the time I did get out the shop, so it is what it is. You guys can tell, hopefully you guys can hear me. Change of scenery. Your boy moved. I still gotta go ahead and get some things from my apartment. I still gotta go ahead and pick up the 350 because I'm technically using the 99 as a work truck. Like I literally packed this thing full I'm already putting it to work as the quote-unquote work truck. This is a true daily driver. Like, I'm going to get groceries right now. I use the car to pack up half of my setup to move, because I was not gonna put that shit in the 350 and mess up the seats. Hell nah. But there'll probably be one more POV in that area, because obviously I gotta go get that car, and we'll do, you know, a final send off, you know, our normal route. I love that route, man. I'm gonna miss it. I gotta find a route out here, man. If you guys know the area, cool. I'm not gonna go ahead and say what it is. It's just, if you know the area, you know the area. I'm not too far from where I used to live, so I'm still gonna be going to the meets, still gonna be, you know, hanging out, whatnot. It's not like I'm out of Texas. I'm literally, hell, I'm actually closer to where everything is at. So you're gonna see me a lot more, which is dope, which is dope. Just respect the privacy. That's all I gotta ask. That's all I gotta ask. But obviously, I ain't gonna do no hard pulls right now. I gotta kind of get used to the area. I don't know, you know, where the safe spots are, where the hot spots are at, because, you know, when I used to live, you know, right near Copland, I kind of knew exactly where you can act up and where you definitely couldn't act up. So,
use the right lane to keep.
All right, bad. Siri's probably gonna go ahead and dox my location, but it is what it is. But the car drives smooth.
Freeway service road.
You guys probably noticed that the car, theoretically, it literally made the same power it did before, but I did have the different tires on it. I did not have a radial on the car, and I completely forgot, because I figured that out when I had the white 2 valve, that the radials will definitely go ahead and soak up some power on the dyno. So who knows what this car makes, but again, horsepower numbers are really irrelevant to me. I just care about how the car runs. I mean, this car made 560 on the dyno, but you know, oh, we all know this hoe runs a lot harder than a 560. And I'm really curious to see what this thing can do at the 6,500 RPM rev limit. We were spinning at the 7K, but in all reality, the car really wasn't making that much power past 7K, because the head unit is tapped out, and also the intercooler is tapped out, because this is not a Procharger intercooler. It has a CX Racing intercooler. The same junk intercooler I had on the white car when I first boosted it, it has that style of intercooler. Actually, I think it actually has a worse one on it, believe it or not. So the next round of mods is just going to be, honestly, depending on how it runs right now, because I know there's going to be a significant pickup in mile per hour. Either you're just going to replace the intercooler and do more weight reduction. Radials, let me go ahead and roll my window up. It's probably ridiculous. Radials, wheels, brakes, and then go ahead and just upgrade the intercooler. Or if I want more, because I mean, this fuel system is good for, you know, low 800s on E85. I'm not going more than 700 in all reality. Don't need to. But I could go ahead and upgrade the impeller. But we'll see. We're just gonna go ahead and take it, you know, one setup at a time. This is technically like this setup like maxed out. This is max effort on this current setup.
Left lane to make U-turn.
So let's see what this thing can do, y'all. Woo! Oh yes. Hell yeah. All right. To be honest with you, this side of town kind of it's familiar. You know what I'm saying? Like I scoped this area out before I obviously moved. That's the thing about Texas, man. You can never be. Oh, there we go. That's what I need to get. You could never be for sure, but I scoped this area before I moved here. Damn, that's a vertical ass drop.
You've entered the car park for your destination.
And this eliminator pump be sounding like, this should be sounding angry as hell. It's loud as fuck. But yeah, I'm glad to take care of my groceries. Want to go ahead and add a POV drive in here because you guys know it's been a minute since I did a POV drive in this car. So I mean, listen to how loud this is, man. But yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuce.